Hello, y'all. I'm back. It's 1:07 p.m. I'm calling. I'm coming back on here to let everybody know that I called in between 10 and 15 places, maybe not as much as 15. I'll say about 10 and 12 places that I called to ask about any housing availability. I went down a list and I figured, well, if I can do at least 5 places, I will feel accomplished. So I did more than well over 5. It probably was about between 10 and 15. So I'm just letting y'all know. So it looks like as if I'm gonna have to probably find somewhere, another city or state to move to, if it's that ridiculous for low income housing. So I just don't know where would be a good place to go move to, where either they would have low income housing availability or affordable housing, availability, or if I can move somewhere where I can have a good job, and if I can move somewhere and have a good job and get like a regular apartment or a house to rent, and get a regular place to rent, and if I can have a good job or something. I don't know. So some places are saying that they have no waiting list at all. Others, that the waiting lists are closed, and others are saying that um, waiting lists won't open until like a year or two from now, or 3 years from now, or that a couple of them said that they might open within 6 months, or that I have to contact them back in January of next year. So, as I said, I've been trying to battle to get off the streets, hopefully before I was trying to say by October, before October, but that didn't happen. But so it's close to mid-November now. And so my anxiety is really high right now. That's why I'm looking down and stuff like that. And I'm also trying to think very heavy on what I need to say, because I'm still feeling the effects of sleep deprivation, and my words aren't coming out properly the way that they're supposed to. And I'm still sleepy and tired. So yeah, I went down a list. I didn't call everybody, but I called approximately half, or close to half, of the numbers on those 2 sheets of paper I was given on Monday. And one thing, I just can't live in cold climates. I need somewhere. I'm trying to stay southeast of America, at least. Like, even if it's Mississippi or Alabama, like southern Alabama, not North Alabama, but trying to stay along the Gulf Coast, even in other areas of Florida, or but I'm scared to move to Central Florida right now if they have all these scary hurricanes. But I know they hit all of us, or it can hit any of us. But it was tough for me living in Greenville, South Carolina. I felt like it was too cold. Too cold. I couldn't. It was unbearable, and it was even worse in New York and also Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I never lived in the Midwest, it's like I can't function in cold temperatures. So I cannot function in cold temperature. So I hate the West Coast because people act like they don't know how to communicate properly, and they're just very rude. I mean, they're rude here too, but it's a different kind of level of rude on the West Coast. So I felt like I vowed to never move back west of the state of Louisiana or north of west or north of the state of Louisiana. But I don't know, I might be open up to possibly open to live in South Georgia or something like that too, like southern Georgia, not North Georgia, because I know it would be kind of colder up there. And I never lived in Georgia before, but you know, but yeah, but I mean, I don't know if there's any possible place I can live back in Louisiana, but I know it can't be my hometown, New Orleans, because of the excessive crime, and ain't no housing up there either. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. But I'm tired of narcissistic people trying to police and dictate, police, and control where they want me to live, and they don't even care about me, and they want me to die. You know, and I'm not living my life for you. But if you're not a perp, and you know you're not a perp, and if you're possibly another TI, you know, if you care about me, you know, if you can suggest, not dictate, but suggest, you know, possibilities of what's a good place I can go, where I can go. But I'm gonna be exposing my gang stalking in whatever city and state. I did it in my hometown, New Orleans. I did it in Miami, Florida. I did it in Mobile, Alabama. So what make y'all think that once I leave Pensacola, or if I leave Pensacola, that me exposing my gang stalking, that it will stop? So y'all want me out of Pensacola so bad for control purposes. So they make it very hard to try to get a place to live in this country. So I'm still on that housing list, as I told y'all, and they said that everything is pending. You know, I can't live in shelters because they will mob me out of the shelter anyway, and I don't do well with roommates because of my disability. And coupled up with my targeting, they'll make it worse. So it's bad business to have a roommate or a housemate, and that person is a perp that would destroy you in no matter what kind of way. So I'm fighting for my own independence back and to get my own place again. It's so hard. It's really hard. You know, even if it resulted in me staying in an extended stay hotel or a motel, or if I can't find a cheap apartment or trailer or cottage or a small little house or something. Some people suggest to go live off the grid, but I don't know where to go, and I don't have a vehicle. So it's like I don't have that much mobility to travel around or move around. I don't have an RV, and my fundraiser's there. So if y'all wanted to raise money to help me get an RV to travel around in, you know, Habitat for Humanity. When I was working at Seville Quarter, I was getting paid $10 an hour, and that was full-time work every week. And I was told that plus my Social Security check, my income is still not high enough to be able to get something through Habitat for Humanity. Even with the job plus a full-time job plus my Social Security check combined. Still, they say it's still not enough to even get a place for Habitat for Humanity. And I know other people, not many, but it's a few other people who are concerned about, me, and I'm concerned for myself too, in fighting to, get off the streets before the cold weather and the winter comes. And due to traumatic experiences, certain places I've lived in the past, I don't want to set foot back in that whole state again. Like, I really don't want to set foot back in the state of South Carolina because of Lisa Ruby. I don't want to set back in the state of Texas because of traumatic experiences from Denton, Texas. I don't want to go back to Milwaukee again. They tried to kill me in New York, and the police wanted to have me locked up in a mental institution. So, and I really don't want to go back to LA, Los Angeles either. So, I'm going to go.